there's an application that is called Local by Flywheel. It allows you to do custom WordPress development on your local machine without necessarily being connected to the internet, except when you want to download a plugin or something. So you type Local by Flywheel or go to localwp.com, click on download, choose your platform, whether you're on a Windows, Mac, all of that. So download that. And when it's done downloading, you follow the steps to install it. Make sure you allow all permissions and stuff like that. And install it for all users as well. So once you are done installing, you get something like this. And then you get something like this. Usually it will be blank, like there'll be nothing here. So what you can do is you click on this to create a new site. So excuse me, you click create a new site, type in the site name, just click continue, choose the default stuff, enter your username, password. If you prefer, you can change this or keep it the same. It won't really affect you since you have your username here. Then you click on add site. Once that is done, you get something like this for you. Then you click on open site to see how the site looks like. So this is the default. It's called like the default WordPress theme. So in WordPress, there's something called a theme. A theme is like a pre-configured set of layout and appearance for a site, which you can change it to your preference. So this is the default 2024 WordPress theme. This is how the site looks like. And so this open site will open the site for you. Now this WP admin, WP is like short form for WordPress. WP admin is like WordPress admin. So this is what controls your access to login and stuff like that. So I'm going to log in with the username and password that I chose when I was creating the site, and it takes me to a place like this. Let me save the site for easy access next time. So this is the backend. So this is literally the WordPress, like, so this is the WordPress backend and this is the WordPress front end. So to customize this site, everything will be done from this portion. Now, with WordPress, there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of themes, which is pre-built websites that depict how a site should look and feel like. And depending on how you want your site to look, you can get themes for it. So there's a site called Theme Forest that gives you access to countless themes of how websites can look like. So for example, you get a client that wants a wedding planning website. Instead of building it from scratch with WordPress, you can just come here, look for a wedding planner theme, look for the one. So there are preview. You see, this is a wedding photography theme. Okay, so you can go through the previews, and usually themes range between like $40 to $80. So I see this, maybe this one. So let me check this one out to see. Okay, so this is how this. So this is a sample theme. So meaning a pre-built website. Okay, so these are different versions. So let me choose maybe Elementor. I'll talk about Elementor a bit. This is just like an intro. Oh wow! So this is a theme. So this is literally what your site might look like if you buy this theme. So you get this page here. You get these pages here. Looks really nice. So this is for a wedding planner. Looks really nice. So in case I want this, I'll come back here and buy. Then I'll pay for it and all of that. Then I'll get access to the theme. Then I'll come here to my dashboard, go to appearance, click on themes, then add new theme. Then I'll upload the theme here based on what I paid for and what I downloaded. But in this case, we have the default 2024 theme. Then there's something called Astra. Okay, I'll talk about it in a moment. So that's the paid theme. So usually what people do is, if a client wants, let me use a real estate for example. If a client wants a real estate website, you can come here, research for themes, and this one is even $29. Yeah, so this is currently like what I'm working on, which is building these kinds of themes and selling them. So this $29. So in case the client wants a real estate team, I can go through some of these. And I literally did this for a client where I I shortlisted like 5 teams, and then I put it in like a Google slide and let the client choose between which one he or she prefers, which one he prefers. It was a he in that case. Okay, so this is the team like homepage. So they said see demos. So let me click on that. So all of these themes within this same, what was it? It's called what? WP Residence. It looks like WP Residence. So let me see WP Residence. I think this is that theme. Okay, so I can go through. Let me go through this one. So this is a Dubai. Okay, maybe I want my real estate site to look like this. Wow. Okay, I like this. So all this is done in WordPress. You won't write a single line of code to do any of these, and you can manage all of this from the WordPress backend. We'll get into that in a bit. So let's say I love this one. I click on buy now. I buy the theme. So this is the theme. Add to cart. Okay, go to checkout. I use my bank my bank details to pay for it, and I'll get the file that I can download and come and upload here. So that's the paid themes. Now, interestingly, there are free themes that are as good as this. So they are very popular ones. One is Astra, which is the one I was telling Victoria yesterday to install. So Astra is a free theme that gives you certain free demos, like free they call it demo sorry, pre-built demos. So it's like they've built demo sites for you already that you can use, and then they have like premium options to excuse me, they have premium options too. So usually I'm going to install Astra, and then there's this thing called Hello Elementor. So Hello Elementor is like a blank theme where it literally lets you like reconstruct everything on your page. So all of this thing, if I have Hello Elementor, it will be blank. Then I can reconstruct everything with a plugin called Elementor. So we'll get into that in it. So there are themes and there are plugins. Themes are like they define the structure and layout and appearance of your site. And then plugins are like helper tools that helps you make certain updates to your site. So Elementor is a page builder. It's a plugin, and it's a page builder plugin, which means it allows you to build a page by using click, drag, drop, all those kinds of stuff with that plugin. And then Hello Elementor is like a theme that was built to work with the Elementor plugin, where it gives you like a blank theme, like a canvas, so that you can create your site with the Elementor plugin. So I have Astra here, I have Elementor here, and I think that's as much as I need right now. So this is the free template. So as you can see in the preview, if I install this and I make this the current template, the current theme, this is how my site will look like. And so the default, so if you want to know the current theme, you check the one that has the activated on it, and usually the customize. You can preview how your site will look like if you switch to a certain themes by clicking on the live preview here. So if I choose this theme, this is how my site will look like right now. So all of this that you are seeing here will change to this if I choose this Astra theme right now, but I'm not going to choose it just yet. So let's go through some themes. So this is another theme. This is how my site will look like if I choose it. Excuse me. Let me see how my site will look like if I choose Hello Elementor. So you see a blank slate basically. Let's go to so yeah, there are a number of free things, but for me the top two are Astra, and then there's one called Flux, Phlox. Flux also gives you some pre-built templates that are really cool. Yeah, this one. Oh, I love Flux too. So Flux has some pre-built templates too that are cool. We'll get into that. So now I've quickly touched on themes. Now let's go to plugins. By default, WordPress gives you some plugins. If not, you just add them. So I recommend everyone to have Elementor in their plugins. It's a very useful tool for building sites with drag and drop. So this one, they have the pro version. So with the pro version, you can customize certain things. You have certain features that the paid version doesn't have. So that's Elementor. So once you look for it, you click on install now. It does install, but it's not activated on your site just yet until you click activate. So let me some other themes that we may need. So for security, there's a theme called there's a plugin called WordFence. It gives you security against certain malware, firewall, login security. You can even configure two-factor authentication on your site with this plugin. Then for site performance, there's a plugin called what was it? I know there's W3 Total Cache. I'm looking for a certain plugin that I've used for speeding up your website. I've forgotten the name right now. Let me performance plugins WordPress. Oh, let's say Minecraft, no WordPress. Let me see if I can see the plugin here. Let's see if I'll see the plugin. WP Rocket, yes, I think that's the one. Yeah, WP Rockets. It's a performance plugin that makes sure your site loads really fast. It's super. Okay, so this one is also useful. I will explain this in a bit. So as far as WordPress is concerned, everybody knows that when you want to access a WordPress website, you have to enter the. So this thing is like everywhere, global. If you want to access any WordPress websites, like administrator, you'd always type WP-admin. Everybody knows it's like a common thing now. So sometimes to protect yourself against certain like malicious people, you can install this plugin to change that to something else so that if they type the WP admin thing, they won't get to log into your site. And then there's a backup. So this plugin is something I recommend, a backup plugin. So what is that? Is if something happens to your site and you lose, maybe your site is hacked or whatever, if you connect this backup plugin and you set up like automated backups to your Google Drive, you can restore your site exactly as it was. It's so useful. I've run into this issue before where the client didn't update their hosting subscription and then they lost the entire site. But thanks to this, I was able to just restore it from the backup. So we didn't really lose anything when we transition into a new host. So as you realize, I'm not activating these yet, which I will do. I just want to have, and this is under construction. So this one is something that if you've not built the site yet, you can install it and then activate it for now, so that if anybody goes to your site, let me activate it right now, so that if anybody goes to your site, so they said, okay, so if anybody goes to your site, they will see. So for example, right now, if you go to my site, you'll see this thing here. You'll see this thing here, but maybe I've not built the site yet, so I don't want it to show anything. So I'll just turn it on here. As you can see, save changes and watch what we will see when I go this. When I refresh, okay, so it's under construction mode is enabled, but because I'm logged in, I will see this because I'm the administrator after all. So let me open as a non-administrator. So anybody who opens your site will see this. Let me pause here and ask if we are following. Are you all following? Hello.
Yes, please. We are.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. So this is okay. So this is how anybody will see my site right now if they visit it once it's published, which I think is a nice way of not letting them know that maybe this is how it currently looks and work is still going on. So yeah, so that's one thing we can start under construction and then keep this there. Okay, so let me turn it off. Since this is a local thing, nobody will see this. So back to the plugins. Yeah, so back to the plug. So add new plugin and then WP Rockets. It's a premium plugin, I think. Yeah, I was right. So you won't get it. Yeah, so I think that's why I didn't find it. So you won't get it like on the. So there are some plugins that you won't get here because maybe it's built by a company. So you get it on their website or something. So WP Rocket has like their own website where you can get the plugin. So this guy. So I buy it and then they give me the file, then I come and upload it. That's how it will work. So for now, I'm going to use like a free alternative. I'm going to use a free alternative to speed up my site. Okay, so I'll just use this one, W3 Total Cache. Or you can just type the what you want and then it will recommend the plugin for you. So maybe if I want performance, it has recommended all these plugins for me. So I just install the one that has the most likes and active installations, one plus million installations, and then I'm good to go. Okay, so that's for plugins and themes. That's the like the basics of WordPress. So WordPress, everything can be done with just a plugin and theme. That's how powerful WordPress is. So right now, my current theme is this guy, this theme here. 2024. That's the default theme. I'm going to change it to Astra. So let me click on activate. New theme activated. Visit site. And this is how the site looks like. Okay, so Astra has like pre-built templates that lets you build like your site without having to do any coding. Then you can change it to suit what you want. So once you are done, so usually after installing a new theme, you click on the dashboard here. It will ask you to install certain things like plugins and stuff. So like you see here, thank you for choosing the Astra theme. Build your dream site in minutes with AI, blah, blah, blah. So let's get started. So if you want to build from scratch, you can click this, but I want to move fast. So I'm going to just click this. Let's get started with starter templates. So it's going to download a lot of templates online, and then I can easily choose any of them and then use it for my site and then maybe change it to suit my specific need. Okay, so it just started. So they said try the new AI builder. I've never tried this before. So let me stick with what I already know. The starter templates. I'll get to this later. For the sake of the demonstration, let me stick with what I've done or used before. So basically it's trying to ask me, let me choose Elementor. Yeah, Elementor. I prefer using Elementor. It's quite easy to use. It's a page. So all these are page builders. So there is Block Editor, there is Beaver Builder, there is Elementor. They are all page builders. So you can choose which one you're comfortable with. I'm comfortable with Elementor, which is simple to use. Okay, so all these are there for me. So they say, what type of website are you building? What should we choose? Anyone nominating anything? There are different kinds of businesses here. Any recommendations from anyone?
Hello.
Hi.
Please, I personally feel you are rushing too much. Okay,
Oh,
so I've been able to download the local from something.
oh, you are trying to do it along. Oh my goodness. You should have mentioned that so that I take my time.
So,
Since I'm recording it, I just didn't think I'll okay. So okay, go on. You've gone. So you've downloaded the
so
local.
I've opened the local, but I don't know where you are. Is it that you are on the site or you are on the local? Because it kind of looks a little bit different.
Okay. All I needed to use the local for was to just create the site and click on the WP admin. I've not come to the local anymore. So when I clicked on it, it automatically opened the site here.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe I'm going to pause so that you maybe I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to pause. Maybe I'll get you when I'm through since I'm recording this. But your
All
issue
right.
is you've downloaded the local and what's the
I'm
current
not
like?
like where you are, like the WordPress. It doesn't. The interface is not the same. So I'm trying a few things to see. I'll still get to see what you are doing.
Okay, so I'm going to run through and then I would stop the recording and then kind of like specifically try and see what you are facing and help you resolve it. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, cool. But before I proceed, does anyone have any question or something to say similar to what Eunice just said? Okay. So all these are like free templates available. So some are free, some are paid. So you would see it indicated on it. Let's see what we'll choose. So this is a politician. Okay, so let's see. So let me choose maybe a university. Let's say I'm building a site for a university. So it gives me like a template I can use, a martial arts school, Academy, etc. So this is a daycare service, this is a university, this is premium. Okay. This is a school. Not bad. Let me use this one. So I can click on it, and then yeah, so this is how my site. Wow. So if I choose this, it will install all of this on my existing website. I can choose the color scheme I want. Maybe my favorite colors. Okay. I can choose the fonts I want to use. Not bad. Okay, this feels playful. Then I can upload the site logo here, which will replace this, but let me keep this one there. So I just click on continue. Then I select the features from the site that I want to have. Let's say I want everything. Click on continue. And they ask me for this. Oh goodness. So let me just skip this step. Let me add something that I don't really tests.com. Just choose beginner in case they'll give me share access to data. Okay. Or maybe let me just, I'm not sure what they'll use this information for. Let me see. Okay, maybe they'll just be sending me like promotional emails. I'm not really open to that yet. Okay, so they are installing the required theme, plugins and forms. So when this is done, you'll see that if I visit this, I'll get like all of those like pre-built sites on it. So let's wait for it. Okay, cool. So I just built my website in 21 seconds. Now let's see the site. Amazing. So this is my site now. Wow. Isn't it lovely? You guys are too quiet today. Why? Duke.
It's nice. It's
Linda.
nice. It looks nice.
We are following along.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so okay, so looks like I don't know why this is not working. Definitely need some plugs. So this is the site now. So now, since I chose Elementor, now that I have this template here, I can click on edit with
Ken,
Elementor. Yes. Yeah,
so your
I'm
question.
okay.
So yes, so the website is really fantastic. I'm looking at, so the WordPress is sitting on PHP concept, right? The
Yep, it
language and
is.
everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I want to find out, is it possible, again, is it possible that you can integrate like, you can make your back end like go with the Express? Is it possible? Not necessarily using its back end, the default back end for it.
Like you want to use a backend for
A
the
different back
WordPress.
end, yeah, for the WordPress.
When you say a different backend, do you mean like you want to call
Like
an
different
API?
language. Okay, okay.
So WordPress was built on.
Authentication, everything, the different language. Like, let's say, let me still pick the Django.
Okay, so it was built on PHP to power it. So if you want to use a backend, then my question would be, then why are you using WordPress? Or you want to
Okay, so
use
I'm using WordPress because one is very simple to scale up, okay, with respect to
okay,
making it compatible with different screen sizes and devices, with the front end. So for example,
okay,
what you've done,
yeah,
can you go there? Can you go to that side?
yeah,
Great. So you can see on top there, you can choose the desktop, you can choose tablet, you can choose mobile, which is very good. It
yeah.
scales, it does everything for you. But then the interactivity behind it, how you want to interact with it, how you want the backend to hold it. You don't want to use PHP. Is it possible that you can use a different language for it to handle that?
Oh, okay. So to answer your question, I think let's go to the WordPress REST API. So you can actually
Okay.
do both. You can build a custom backend and API with WordPress that can be consumed by your JavaScript framework of choice. So it's
Okay. Okay.
but then with what you said, so you can use the WordPress to build a custom backend and API like in itself. I don't know how to put it, but so
Yeah, I
the
get you.
yeah, okay.
So that one is solely on WordPress. I mean PHP. Is it
Yes,
PHP?
yes. PHP, yes.
But it says here that it says the WordPress REST framework REST API provides an interface for applications to interact with your WordPress site by sending and receiving data as JSON. Okay, object. So JSON is definitely JavaScript stuff. Login. Blah blah. Okay, I get. I
Okay.
see. So it means that if I get you, when you're using WordPress, you're a bit restricted. Is that the case?
If you use the word restricted, it depends on what you want to do that is restricting
Handling
you. Because
handling a full stack, restricting you to one particular language. Unlike
uh
what I just explained the some few minutes ago, that I'm using React and Django. Somebody can use Node.js and other backend stuff. Because you see, technically, you can even use, let's say, React and use your backend like PHP for your backend. I hope that one too is possible.
yes, yes, yes.
Hey, so that one you can even come out with your own structure for your backend using PHP. But you see, when you're using WordPress, they have everything set up for you. And I believe that at a certain point, you should have that flexibility of you dealing with the different technology behind the scenes.
I
I
mean,
believe it should.
I
It
mean,
should
I
have.
mean, with what you said, I don't know if it's what we would call a headless CMS in this case. So there's something called headless CMS, which is let me just so maybe this is what you might be looking for.
Okay.
So it's a backend only. Hold on, this is a backend only web solution that acts primarily as a content repository. Oh, okay. I don't think this is it.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Hold on. But then you can build custom backend and API in WordPress.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So right now I'm just focused on like the UI side of things since that's kind of where we are focused on now.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So let me go back. So after importing the theme, oh, okay, hold on. Okay. So after importing the theme, I clicked on, I want to go back to what I clicked on before getting here. Okay, so view your website. Then I clicked on edit with Elementor, which shows up here. Then it allows me to actually customize anything on my screen. I can change the text, change the images by clicking on the what is like the parent container. Then go through the options here. These are things you may need to familiarize yourself with. You don't necessarily need to know it. You just play around with it. So it's even recommending certain plugins I can use to optimize my images. So I can choose to install it here. Whilst it's installing, let me just, so you can change your image, upload something, and then if you already have the image, so all these images were imported for us by the theme. I can also get free images from here, and yeah, so I can literally change anything. So maybe I want to change this to 20 plus qualified staff. It will do that for me. Clubs and activities, I want to make it 15. It will do that for me. Sorry, I made it. Yeah, so anything is customizable on this screen at this point. And then we can also check the tablet, how it looks on tablets by clicking this. We can check how it looks on mobile by clicking this. And then with Elementor, I love the fact that you can actually do responsive font sizes. So this one like this, I click on it and then I click on style. Then as we can see, you see it's font typography. When I click on the typography, so I can change to tablets, then I can indicate the font size. I can change it to desktop. I can indicate the font size here. So font size are customizable. The line heights are customizable. Letter spacing is customizable. Like you can do responsive designs with WordPress as well, based on this thing I just shared. So you can also add your own custom classes. So for example, I want to write CSS because I want to write a very specific like styling that I don't think WordPress can do. I can come here, so I can click on the element and it will open in WordPress here. Then I can go to additional options. No, I think advanced, sorry. So I'll add a class here, maybe entry content is what I'll call it. So I'll add a class here. And then if I want to add a CSS, I'll scroll down here, custom CSS. Then I'll add a custom CSS. But unfortunately, the custom CSS option is only available in the pro version of Elementor. So I have the pro version of Elementor. But without the pro version, there's still a lot of things you can do with Elementor. Even with the custom CSS, I'll show us another route to do custom CSS. That even though Elementor is not giving you the option, you can still do it. I'll show us in a bit. So let's say I've added a class entry content, right, to this section, and maybe I've added some classes here and there. Maybe let me call this title. Where is the layout? Let me call this maybe entry title. Okay, so okay. Oh, it looks like there's a class called entry title. My bad. So let me remove it. Let me use a different class. Let me call it gen entry title. I don't think that has been used anywhere. Okay, so entry title. So I can just click on publish here. So let's note, I can't add custom CSS here, right? But then I've added a class. So there's a place called customizer in WordPress. So let me go out of this, exit to WordPress and go to appearance. So let me go back. Appearance, customize. And then in customize, I can add custom CSS myself. So I click on additional CSS. This one is free. You don't need any plugin for it. So every site has like a custom additional CSS option. So I can go here and then I can now paste those classes here. So gen entry title. And then I think this was what I was styling. So let me give it a color of red. You can see it has changed to red. Very like I very seamlessly. I didn't even need to take time. Blue, green. And then I can also do the other one, the entry content, and then give it maybe a color of yellow. And then it has changed to yellow as well. So the like the things you can do are limitless. I can do things that are not really. So let's say I want to add select to have a color of yellow. That means if I'm selecting, hold on, I think it's select. Oh, I've forgotten highlight. I think highlight is what it's called. So there's a CSS property that you can actually tweak how you want the hover color to look like. Oh, let me just look for it. CSS property to configure hover selection color. It's called selection, I think. Hold on. Yeah, it's selection. Let me not even check for it. I think it's selection because I've used it before. Oh no, it's not selection. So let's see. So this is the class. So let me see what. So why is it not working? So entry content selection, color red, background yellow. It should work. So that means if I'm selecting it, it should. Oh, I think I know why. So because I'm in this mode, there's already a selector that is applied to this mode. So let me save it. Okay, I think I'll save it first. So let me save it and then open the site in a new tab or something. And then let's check. It's still not working. Okay, so selection, color red. Yeah. Oh, I selected the wrong thing. No, I don't think so. Let me check the CSS. What's the name of the class? Entry content. So this is the entry content. Okay, all of this. Oh, all of this is entry content. Okay, no. Let me just get this one. Okay, so let me call it coffee. And then do coffee selection color yellow background red. Let me give it a class coffee. Okay, yeah, so it's working. So let's watch. Oh yeah, so it works. I think it didn't work because the entry content is for the whole section. It's not just for this text. So the selection is actually working. Like the selection class is working. Where is it? The one I added here. So the selection class is actually working as expected. But I think the entry content, because I didn't add it to the specific section, it was behaving funny. So let me try and add it to the specific section so that we can all see. Where are we? Let me go back to edit with Elementor and then give this specific section a class. Yeah, so let me call it a highlighter. Okay, highlighter. I think that's how it's spelled here. And then go back to the customizer. And then additional CSS. So let me change this to highlighter. And then let's try doing it. Highlighter selection, publish. Oh, still the same thing. Let's see why. Excuse me. So yeah, so it has highlighted it. But highlighter selection. Yeah, so it's supposed to highlighter selection. Yeah, for whatever reason, the highlighting is not working. I'm not sure what's going on. Let me see if there's a selection on it. Oh, okay. So you see there's a selection on it. Let me give it importance and see what happens. I don't know. So there's a global selection on the stuff. I have no idea why it's not working here. But at least it worked when I made it coffee. So, but it looks like for the most part, other things work. Like, so I think the selection. Oh, okay. I know why. The vendor prefixes. Yeah, hold on. It's like I want to solve this thing before we leave here. Hold on. Let me use. So there's something called vendor prefixes, which is like, okay, which is a way to make your site, like the update you are making, compatible across different browser versions. So this Mozilla Firefox. Okay, and then let me add this one too. Just one. Okay, so publish. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not sure why that particular class is not working on this one, but everything else works. So I think we are good to go there. So yeah, so I think that's just like a quick summary into WordPress and stuff like that. So I think this is enough to get us started, and the rest is actually left to your imagination. So I'll pause here for any questions. So Eunice, your question.
For me, I have a lot of a lot of questions, but
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I it's okay. I'll just have to
No, you don't have
look at
to.
it
What's your
again.
question? And
Oh,
also,
I've downloaded it. I've opened the site to. I got the site you sent me the other time, the sample page,
okay.
but I don't know where to go to.
And also, sorry, you can access the customizer from here too by just clicking on this and then going to wherever you need to go as well. So yeah, wanted to point that out. Okay.
Okay, so you let me share my screen to make
Yeah.
everything
Yeah. Yeah. Share your screen. Share
easier.
your screen.
You let me share my screen.
Yep. That would help. Have you started sharing?
No, I'm coming.
Okay. So this is like a quick intro to get started with WordPress. I didn't really touch on everything, but hopefully by with this information you can at least begin to experiment and then create your own path to success with WordPress.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. I
You
closed
actually
the
need
tea. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
no
Let
problem.
me
For you.
let me share. Let me share my whole window for the screen. Please, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
after I did the local site, I
Mm-hmm.
clicked on this one, open sites,
Yeah.
and it opened here. Now, when I
Okay.
click the
WP
WordPress,
admin.
it sends me somewhere else
Yeah.
over here.
To log in.
I'm supposed
Yeah.
to,
To log
yeah,
in.
to log in. I don't even remember what I used as my login, but
Okay.
I know that I used. There was something they said we should input.
Yeah. So
So
username and password.
we see. I'm sure this should be the login.
This was
So
the
the
email you
username, the I use my email, the one I used to create
okay.
my normal emails that I
Okay.
use for everything,
Okay.
but it wasn't working. So they said I don't know if it's the email over here or username
No, no
here.
name. So there were two options. Could you go back? They asked you for username or email. Yeah. No, I mean back to the local, not. I mean you can keep, yeah, back to the local. Yeah. So go to click on database. No, no, the one at the top. No, yeah.
Okay, so these are the username.
No, I'm coming. Click on tools. Okay. Please go to the database. No. Oh, okay, so this is okay. Hold on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, please open that one. Like what you just opened. I think that's the username. No, what you just opened, the mail pit stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and open that. Yeah. So that's the username. So this is what you use. No, seed is
Um,
down there. It's in the email.
okay,
Nost.
okay.
Yeah. So now you can go back to the WP admin and then paste those credentials and try and log in. Okay. So was that what you were struggling with?
I wanted to get to the page you were adding the things.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I'm fine with it. If I can open it here, I'm okay.
Okay. So now that we are here, why don't you try installing the Astra theme and then the Elementor plugin? So
Appearance.
has anyone else been following along to at least download the local by Flywell? If you have, try installing the Elementor plugin and then the Astra theme. And no, so this is if you are searching for installed themes, like once you already have, but you don't already have it, so you have to
Oh,
click on add
ah,
new theme. Yeah, then you search for it. It will probably show up here since it's a popular theme. Okay.